My dudes, this is Trent, and I'm really excited because if you follow my channel, you know that 2019 is sort of like my year for finishing projects. One of those was recently The World of Twilight Monk. This is sort of like a collection of artwork that I put together. Right now, it's just an ebook, it's a PDF, and it's essentially a guidebook. It's a guidebook to the lore and the universe of Twilight Monk. And if you follow my channel, you'll probably know a little bit about what that is. It used to be a comic book. I was pitching it as a game, as a video game, a couple of years back, and what I found was that no publishers wanted to get behind it until it was already halfway or almost done. And unfortunately, to do a big AAA game or even a 2D game like what I had pitched would have cost a couple $1 million, unfortunately. And that's just not the kind of cash that I've got laying around. So I got a little bit discouraged after speaking with a lot of the publishers that I was talking to. That kind of brought me into a mindset that, well, what do I do best? I world build. I've been making AAA games for a long time. And what could I do as a concept artist to communicate that I have a pretty freaking clear view of what this universe is about and the history of these characters. And so I thought, well, I might as well put it together as if I were doing this as a job, as if this were something that we did get funded to do. What would my role in it be as a sort of creative director on such a project? And that really just involved world building. And so that's really what this book is. And it's also kind of acting as a world guide for some of the novels that I'm working on with various different people. As I previously mentioned, I've been really wrapping up a lot of little short stories in the universe of Twilight Monk. And this art book kind of acts as a compendium to that. It's I suppose you'd say that it's an appendices, but it has a great deal of artwork in it. So to kind of get the ball rolling on the universe of Twilight Monk, I started to put together some short stories with illustrations. And the first couple of short stories with illustrations were really about Mao as a small 8-year-old boy. This is before he really has any kung fu abilities or anything like that. He hasn't gone to the monastery yet or anything like that, and but he is sort of a weirdo kid. And these are sort of the adventures of him with his Earth father, his adoptive Earth father, as they travel to Crescent Isle, as he tries to find his place in the world. Another project that I'm trying to get done this year is going to be The Secrets of Kung Fulio, which is really Mao's first couple of years at the monastery as he's learning Kung Fulio. But I can't really talk about that yet. That's like later this year. And we're trying to make sure that everything that you see in the world of Twilight Monk ties in together with everything that you're going to be seeing in that book as well. And I've added a lot of extras here as well, including a sketchbook and a lot of the promotional illustrations, some illustrations from short stories that have been cut or canceled, or they're just still on the back burner until I work out the details of them. You can also find a lot of the more recent pieces that I'd done, but I am really kind of closing this one off. The World of Twilight Monk Volume 1 is done. And this is one of the things that I've been wanting to do for a while. I had kind of imagined that it would just be this ongoing thing, but I found that it's very essential to have a sense of completion, a sense that everything I had been working on up to this point has culminated into one massive collection that people can actually read and enjoy. And if you enjoy the world of Twilight Monk, you should certainly check out the art book here. But if you don't want to spend any money, but you're interested in the characters and seeing some of my artwork, you can get my short stories over on my Gumroad channel for free. And I want to encourage you to go pick those up, check it out, and let me know what you think of it. Dudes, please feel free to leave your comments and suggestions in the text field below the video. I certainly appreciate you guys stopping by. I make these books free because I want people to enjoy the worlds that I'm creating. And I'm often surprised because sometimes somebody will just go ahead and drop like a $20 in there, or even like a $5 or a $1 for something that they downloaded for free. And that really, it really makes my day. It's certainly something that I appreciate. It lets me know that you really liked something that I made. And there's no greater feeling than making something, throwing it out there for free, and somebody says, no, wait, this is worth so much more than just my time to download it. And so I am certainly appreciative of that. And it's not a requirement, of course, but man, it does feel good, and I do notice. And so this one I'm checking off of my list. This one is done, and I'm pleased to finally kind of close the book on it. I will probably be talking about it a little bit more as I find ways to bring this to maybe a publisher or find other ways to get this released maybe as like a physical book if I can, but that's a whole new beast, man. Like I said, this is my year of wrapping up projects and finishing things that I started, so maybe I'll dig into volume 2 this year. We'll see. But anyway, dudes, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. It's certainly a pleasure as always, and I will catch you all mañana. Bond. And ciao, baby. Oh, yeah.